Hey y'all, it's Bear. It's time for some soup, and not just any soup, but freezer bag soup. That's right. I was looking at a soup recipe, and I was going down through it, and I was thinking, well, I'll go get these ingredients and make up a nice pot of soup. I was like, man, I can just about get everything in that recipe dry. So that's what I've done, and we're gonna have tomato and clam soup today. This is Lidia Bastianich's, or however you say her name, Lidia's Italy on PBS. This is her recipe. I'll leave a link to her recipe in the description below if you want it. But what I've got here is, well, I've got some olives and some rosemary olive oil bread to go alongside with the soup. And then I've got my freezer bag with all my dried ingredients. So let me give you a quick rundown. What we've got here is a 6-ounce can of clams. This is going to be the one canned good you have to carry with you. And in the bag here, I've got garlic powder. I've got minced onion and onion powder. I've got Harmony House tomato powder. I've got dried basil, I've got red pepper flakes, I've got salt, and some breadcrumbs. And I'll put down how much I've got in the baggie down in the description below, so you can copy and paste it and print it out. So let's get started. Let's get some water heated up. I've got a 1.5 cups of water in my Isbit stove here. Alright, so get my water going, and while the water gets going, I'm going to get my clams in. The other ingredient that you're not going to have in the bag is some olive oil to finish with. You're going to need an olive oil condiment pack like Subway has, or something of that nature, to take with you to camp. Of course, we've got the handy Victorinox Tinker to open my clams. Now, I figure I've got somewhere between 1/4 to 1/2 cup worth of clam juice in here. Get in there, clams. Don't be shy. So we'll go ahead and start hydrating up the tomato and stuff in that clam juice. Alright, now this water is what I'm going to call hot enough. It's not quite at a boil yet, but I'm going to put a little more water back in here to try to make a cup of tea. I don't want to use all my fuel. We're steamy hot. And we're going to go into the cozy. And I'm going to go do some camp chores while that starts warming up, and we'll just come around and give it a little shake every now and again. Alright y'all, let's pour the soup in and eat before it gets dark. Now, I don't know, I've let this sit for 10 minutes or so. I assume the longer you let this hang out like this, the more the flavors are going to develop with each other. We've definitely got enough soup for 2 people for an appetizer, or 1 person for a meal. Now I've got my olives on the side, my rosemary olive oil bread, and we're gonna finish it with a little touch of olive oil. There we go. Well, that's it. Soup's on. Let's eat. Alright, let's see what we got going on. Let's see if we got some good soup. That is yummy. There you go, y'all. Clam tomato soup for the trail, and we'll see you on the trail.